Hello, and welcome to Spicy Toast Gaming. Thank you for tuning in to another Spicy Toast video. Today we're taking a look at the patch notes for the World Ender expansion that drops tomorrow, December 7th. So this patch we're going to be getting our new champions for Path of Champions, which is the main focus of the patch. So really excited for that. If you guys enjoy the video and like this sort of content, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have Aatrox here, patch notes, World Finals. So if you're interested in that, it goes December 8th through the 10th. World Ender, Rune Mage, these are all covered in previous videos. The new vocab. But Path of Champions, so this is our list. They added Ashe again. This is like her third time that she's been added to the list for whatever reason. All right, so we're getting Aatrox, Nasus, Kindred, Echo, Pyke, and LeBlanc. So this is pretty awesome. We're only getting Aatrox for the new champions. That's actually not too surprising to me. The more I thought about Kayle, the more I realized she didn't really have a support deck built around her. And I feel like they would want to have more cards to fit her theme with that empowered buff before they add her. So hopefully the next card drop, we can get a couple more cards that fit with her, and then she'll be added. But yeah, not too surprised that she's not added. Ryze, we're all hoping, but yeah, not surprising that they're not bothering to add him. He'd probably be a bit of a nightmare to balance or make it feel decent, so he's not getting added. But Nasus, pretty awesome. This is our first Ascended champion. So he has two different level ups. He has one where you're just having Nasus do 10 or more damage, and then the other one is you have finished your countdown on the Sun Disc. So going to be interesting to see how they handle that, if they just ignore the Sun Disc part, or if they actually use that. I've really been interested to see what they do with that. Made a video about my most anticipated champions, and in that list was just any of the Ascended champions. I want to see how they utilize that. Kindred, this will be a lot of fun. Both Kindred and Nasus deal with the keyword of Slay, so interesting to see how they implement both of that. I think Kindred will be very, very strong, because normally with her mark, you just have to kill one unit, and then she'll mark another unit that will die at the end of the round. So that will be quite interesting, can be very strong against certain battles where the enemy only has a couple strong units. So as long as they don't have a lot of fodder, a lot of smaller units, Kindred could be really powerful. Echo and Pyke, these are both from the previous versions of Path of Champions. It'll be interesting to see how they change them and update them. So Pyke is based on Predict. Be cool to see what they do for that. Echo, that is. Pyke himself is about Lurk. Lurking is pretty fun, and then Pyke himself is absolutely awesome. He's able to clear entire boards once he levels up, because if he kills a unit, he then strikes the next weakest enemy unit. And if he kills that, he does it again and again and again. So if you can get him strong enough, he'll just clear the entire enemy board every round, essentially. So tons of fun. LeBlanc, I'm actually pretty excited about this. I've been playing her a lot as a support champion, and I was wondering if they were going to end up adding her to the list. Pretty surprised that they did end up using her, but that will be pretty good. Also, if we're looking at the regions, Aatrox, he is another World Walker region. Nasus is Shurima. Kindred, Shadow Isles. Echo, I believe, is PNZ. Pyke is the Pirates. Bilgewater. LeBlanc is Noxus. So a lot of the regions are all getting one extra champion. Sadly, Freljord is not, and Demacia also is not. So bit sad for them. Also, Targon also not getting a champion, but at least they're not doubling up on any of the regions. Let's go through what else they're adding. So the event, the season pass, is going to be Blood Woven event, 4 card backs, 4 emotes, and then 2 skins. So this looks like one of the skins we're going to get for Xerath, and then other skin for Nasus, and then these are just other skins they're adding but won't be in the event pass. Alright, and here are some of the card backs. I believe we're going to get these 4. So they're really going with all of the Ascended champions. Alright, emotes. They are rather amusing, but kind of pointless for Path of Champions. Different icons. New emblems for the ranked season. Some bundles. And then some card adjustments. I believe this card is one that they are adding. So they're growing it to 4/4 instead of 5/5. So essentially it's the same thing as the other PNZ card that is also grown ally to 4/4. And when you draw it, it costs 2 less. This one, it's if you've equipped an ally, it costs 2 less. So fairly similar, except this one is in Bandle City. Alright, some miscellaneous. When Kayn leveled up via Aatrox World Ender, he'll automatically become Rost, since his Shadow Assassin is not a Darkin. That makes sense. Not sure about this follower. The empowered effect falls off if a unit has been frostbitten, so that makes sense because the empowered effect scales off of your attack. Rummage can't be added to Rise's Origin, doesn't really apply to Path of Champions players, and non-Darkin champions will not be transformed into their equipped Darkin weapon when assimilated, so that makes sense, but it's good to get that clarification. Some bug fixes. Master Yi will now currently apply his Everywhere buff to copies in a deck that are drawn as a unit. Fix a minor issue where equipment was not always playing its Destroy effect. Morning Light will now not fizzle when its target is silenced or leaves the field. This is very nice. Morning Light is Leona's champion spell. It activates a Daybreak effect and gives all your units 1/1. So it's nice that that's not going to fizzle out anymore, even if the unit gets removed. So yeah, not really any changes, but we do have the list of the champions. Very excited for this. Not too surprised we're not getting Rise or Kayle. I feel like we'll probably get Kayle relatively soon. They just need to add a couple more cards for her support deck. Rise will probably be a while. I doubt they're going to add him anytime soon, which is sad. Hope they would add some more champions with alternative win conditions, like Soraka with the Star Spring or something like that. But new champions look pretty fun. LeBlanc is a 3 cost. Nasus is like a 6 cost. Kindred is 3 or 4. I think Pyke is also like a 4, maybe 5. So, and then Echo is also like the 3 or 4 range. So a lot of mid-tier, mid-range champions. Aatrox is also 6. So a couple higher ones. I know LeBlanc is 3, so decent range. None of the 1 or 2 cost champions, which is a little sad, but with Kayle also being 6 mana, it was a little worrying that we were just going to get all high cost champions, but a couple high ones, but mostly in that middle range. So comment down below what you think of the champions we're going to get. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching that video all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. We're putting out multiple videos every single day for Path of Champions content. So if that interests you, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and welcome to the channel. Have a great day.